This is a guide to booking your coronavirus test online. In a new browser window, type the coronavirus test website link into the address bar: gov.uk/get-coronavirus-test. This will take you to a government website where you can scroll down to the heading Get a free test online and select Start Now. The first question you'll be asked is if you are an essential worker. Select Yes and click Continue. You'll now be taken to a page listing where the tests are available. Scrolling down, each area's availability is listed. London will sometimes be listed as having few available, but keep in mind that this is for the whole of London, so don't be put off. You'll be asked if you have symptoms of coronavirus. If you don't, you can choose No and click Continue. You'll now be asked if you are booking this test as a follow-up to a previous test. Again, you can answer No and click Continue. Next, you'll be asked if you're part of a government trial. If you aren't, select No and Continue. When asked why are you asking for a test, select My local councillor health team has asked me to, even without symptoms. Greenwich and Essex have both authorised Bridge to use this option to keep staff regularly tested. When asked for your name, enter your first and last names into the relevant fields and click Continue. You'll be asked for your mobile number, so please enter your work mobile number if you have one. This will make passing on information simpler, and you'll be able to receive your scannable code to your work phone as opposed to your personal phone. For your email address, please use your Bridge Support email. When results are emailed to you, you'll have an easy-to-access record of them, as well as being able to easily pass them on for our work COVID testing records. Enter a postcode for the area you'll be travelling to and from for the testing site, and you'll be offered your closest options. You'll be asked if you have access to a mode of transport that will allow you to use the drive-through testing sites. Select the appropriate answer for you and continue. The security check will usually be a picture divided into a grid. You'll be prompted to select squares that contain a particular detail. This security check is asking for us to identify squares containing a bike. So we click on the squares where the bike is and then click Verify. Once you have proved you are not a robot, you can click Save and Continue. You'll now be asked how you would like to receive your test. The three options are a drive-through test site, a walk-through test site, and a home testing kit. Generally, we recommend Bridge staff to choose either the walk-through or drive-through option. We don't recommend home testing unless you are self-isolating following a previous positive test or have knowingly come into contact with someone who has tested positive for coronavirus. After choosing the type of test site you want to attend, you'll be given some information to read specific to that type of testing centre, how to approach it, and what you need to take with you. Once you have read and fully understood this information, click Continue. In order to maintain your ongoing coronavirus record, you'll now be asked to enter in some personal information. When prompted, enter in your date of birth and click Continue. When asked if you have a landline number, you can select No if you would prefer not to share it or if you don't have one. Continue to fill out the personal information as prompted, including gender and further details on your ethnicity if comfortable. Any information you supply about your demographic helps the government understand how the coronavirus is affecting different groups and communities, which will help in the overall efforts to reduce transmission and infection of the virus across the UK. You'll be asked some details about your workplace. Most Bridge support staff can answer yes, they travel to a workplace. Your category of work will most likely fall under social care, so select this option and continue. You'll be asked to enter your specific occupation. If you begin to type support worker, you'll find a drop-down appears offering suggestions. The closest option to what we do is listed as care worker or home carer, so select this option and continue. When asked for your employer name, type in Bridge Support. Again, supplying the name of your employer helps keep track of how and where the virus is spreading. You'll be asked if you have travelled outside of the UK in the last 14 days. If you haven't, you can select No and then click Continue. You'll be asked about your vaccine status, so select the correct option for you and continue. If you've stated that you have received a vaccine, you'll be asked how recently you were vaccinated. Next, you'll be asked where in the UK you are located. Select England and continue. You'll now be asked to complete details about your address. Again, this will help with the maintaining of records about the coronavirus response across the UK. To help identify you, you'll be asked if you know your NHS number. If you do, select Yes, and then enter the number into the box on the following page. When you've completed all of the questions, you'll be shown a summary of your answers. You now have the opportunity to make any changes or corrections to the answers you've supplied. When you're happy, click Save and Continue. You'll be taken to a confirmation page, so check your name, email and mobile number are all correct. Then click Save and Continue. Finally, to find your test site, enter the postcode again of where you'll be travelling to the site from and click Find the Test Site. You'll be given a few options for test sites that are available, so select your preferred option and continue. Now you can select a preferred time from the available options, so select one of these, or alternatively you can view available times for the following day, though these are not usually displayed until much later in the day. Ensure when picking a time that it fits in with your existing personal and work commitments. You'll be presented with your details and choices for a final time for you to make any last-minute changes. Now your test is booked and you'll be taken to a page showing details of your appointment. You should receive a copy of these details in an email, along with a text reminding you of your appointment. Make sure to pay special attention to the paragraph informing you of what to bring to the test centre. You'll be reminded to bring a copy of the QR code that was emailed to you, either printed out or ready displayed on a smart device. You'll also need to bring a photo ID, either a passport or a driving licence are generally accepted. Finally, supplying your own hand sanitizer and face coverings are also expected, especially in the drive-through test centres. Thank you for watching and take care.